Happy Hump Day, everybody.
It's Wednesday.
Watch this little mic fall because it's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Happy Hump Day, everybody. It's Wednesday and you are watching SipsTea, the show with GemDTwin and Eb Deceleb. How y'all doing out there?
We're gonna come up with some memes so we can like bring it in.
Yeah, we should have been had some music.
Bring it in.
We should have been had some
music. Yeah, we're gonna come up with some music. But y'all, it's Wednesday. It's your favorite day. She said it's your girl Eb Deceleb, GemDTwin. We about to get into it. Is your cup full or no? Right now, it needs to be full. By the end of this show, it will be empty. However, your girl Eb Deceleb is not drinking because she does have a surgery that will be in 48 hours. So therefore, cannot be drinking. Needs to clear her system out.
I guess.
I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. I'm late in the game, and I'm not looking forward to it. So I shall not be sipping any tea, and that's the tea on that. Make sure y'all get y'all's wisdom teeth pulled. I'm 32, just get mine pulled, and I'm not girl scared. But apparently, you supposed to have them pulled like years ago. But
I mean, it's the whole thing.
It's a whole thing. My God. Like, welcome to adulthood or not.
Right.
Here, hope everybody's had a good week so far. We are looking forward to really sipping some tea with you guys. There's always something going on out there in the atmosphere, so it's never nothing to talk about. The collaboration is always real.
Hold on, let me turn this. Let me turn the monitor. I forgot.
Y'all know we got a whole setup back here. So
yeah, you know.
Ooh, hey! Make sure. Oh, look who is on. Bobby, please go to SipsTea the show on YouTube and subscribe to the page so we can see your comments and stuff.
Madam Space is on Instagram. Yo, we need to talk. So you, Madam Space, I know you're a YouTuber. Click the link in the bio and join us on YouTube.
Collaboration.
Yes, because that's when I was talking about music. I know Madam Space just had not too long ago EP. Drop. So we could have
2019 year.
We need to be playing that like shit. But
2019 year to entrepreneur. So
you
guys, let's go get ahead and get started. You know,
we weren't here on some of these platforms we weren't here last week. Last week, remember the whole social media situation? There was a whole situation last week.
Oh, yeah, I did. So we did miss. It was a shutdown.
We did not have Facebook last week.
We had Mocha Christina.
We had Mocha Christina.
Loyal.
But we did not have GemDTwin's page or the T Spot. We didn't have Instagram.
Or Instagram.
We had YouTube.
We miss you too, Bobby. Bobby, please go to YouTube because it's hard for me to see these comments. So go to YouTube and I can see them on the big screen. Like, subscribe, and share to the page. It's SipsTea the show on YouTube. SipsTea the show. If you can go to on YouTube just so I can join into the collaboration, I can actually read it. But yeah, no, Bobby, we miss you too. You need to come back down here to Top Dog. Top Dog.
Is that what them tattoos?
But no, guys, like I said, it's Wednesday. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna go ahead and get into the positivity. So this part of the show is where we always start off on a positive note.
Absolutely.
So it's positivity. So what's your positivity, girl?
You want my positivity?
Your positivity, girl.
Okay, so this week's positivity is brought to you by a quote from Helen Keller.
Ooh.
Yes. Ooh. This one actually just spoke to me this week, so I go out and just throw it to the people and let y'all know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know. It was about optimism and faith, but I think it actually trans a whole lot of different things. So this one says optimism from Helen Keller. Hers says optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. The most important part about it though is this line that says nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And that's really like no bullshit, hope and confidence. And it's funny to put those two things together because, say I'm confident, I'm not hoping shit is going to happen.
Exactly.
But that's not necessarily true. You know what I'm saying? You got to really, really hope, and you got to really, really hope hard. Hey, buddy, over here on YouTube.
Oh, Bobby. She found. Oh,
yes,
hey.
You found it. Hey,
thank you, Bobby.
Yes.
Talking about
without hope and confidence, you know what I'm saying? You got to really, really have this strong constitution rooted in your own faith and hope for what you want, and faith in yourself that gives you some confidence to like, look, I'm about to go kick some ass. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to somebody today about like a position that they were up for, and the young lady, she's very skilled, so I knew that she was going to be good at what going to the job that she was looking at. And she said she had a work interview, which is where they bring you in and you actually do the actual job for a couple hours a day. Mm-hmm. And she's like, yeah, I think I'm prepared, but I'm just anxious. I'm a little scared. And I said, you know what, you got this. If you want the job, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? And you really, really have to take that particular kind of confidence into whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like, if you want it, you got it. It's mine already. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't get it, it's only because the shit wasn't meant anyway.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's my little tidbit, y'all. We got to keep the positivity moving, but you guys, that is, I want you guys to really, really think about that and carry that with you for the rest of this week. Plant that in your brain, because like I said, always say, we have got to reprogram ourselves because the bullshit be sinking in way too often. Hey, Keefe. So yeah, what about you, Eb? What you got for the people? Because I know you talk about what's going on in your life or whatever.
A little day to day. So I actually have something, and this is actually not for the detox portion of the show, but it still happens to name Wellness Wednesday.
Okay.
So it's quite simple, right? It's quite simple. It's the keys. I think it's the key to life. Well, some of the keys to life, because there's so many different aspects of life. You can never, I don't think we ever as people obtain all the answers to life. I don't think we'll ever obtain all the answers. However, there are certain things that we just as people should just know about life. So it's Wellness Wednesdays. Some key factors: stay focused, keep evolving, follow your heart, rise above the drama and the negativity, love more, stress less, and be blessed.
Absolutely.
And I think that's like I said, there's so many different aspects to life, that you really can't really tap into everything. But those are some key elements that I think that if we just take the time to focus on them each and every day, we'll have a better life. Like, how much drama and how much stress do we cause ourselves or people cause us? Release stuff of that. How easily do you lose focus on the things that are important? Don't lose focus. Keep evolving. You can never stay the same. You always be trying to do better in this life. You can't just be like, oh, okay, I got the shop and it's doing this and it's doing that. I'm good here. No, my man. Not good here. You'll never be good just staying in one place. You got to continue to evolve, even if it's in the music game. Things are constantly changing. You have to change with the times. You have to evolve. You cannot stay relevant by staying the same. You've got to just go with the changes. And then, like I said, second one, which we talked about, rise above the drama, kick that shit away from you, love more and stress less. Love the people around you. Spend more time loving and less time hating. You know what I'm saying? More time loving the people who got your back, and even those who don't got your back. Just love those people with everything in you versus having anger inside of you. For what? What's the point? There's no point.
And if you can't love them, ignore the hell out of them.
Basically.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget that.
Basically. So that's my little quote for today. And
life is way too short.
For life, those are my affirmations for today. It's just, and those are some things that I'm like really trying to focus on and keeping certain things out of my life, because like you just said, life is way too short. And we got more. We don't know when today or tomorrow is our last day. So what are you doing with that time?
Right.
What are you doing with the time that God gives you right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was my positivity quote. So what you got for us for the next part of the show? You want the next part?
Okay, so the next segment of the show is Brewing TEA, and you guys know that that's when we talk about just awesomeness around us. People, doing what we call brewing their own tea. Last week we talked about Livid Brands and Vitality, Black African American entrepreneur who is actually stocking the shelves in our stores with his own brew of organic energy tea. So I hope you guys have actually been paying attention. If I found it 7-Eleven, if you guys actually were, off the humble. Mm-hmm. So if you guys have been out and about, I hope that you are actually looking around and see if you see Vitality in your local stores or something like that. But also, we were just talking about Madame's Face because she just tuned into the show. So shout out to her again. But when I think of Madame's Face, because she has been here with SipsTea the show. We had her on the show. She's just a dope individual. Mm-hmm. Shout out to her for doing her thing as usual. She's always doing her thing. Yes, per usual. But her music continues to be dope. You know what I mean? Like,
she's a rising star.
She's a rising star, but she's also a collaborator. We love that. I see her quite often, not only just talking about her own stuff, but supporting other people. So, she travels with the tribe herself, and I love that. And also check out White Room Cypher. But check out Madame's Face on, I think the last place I saw it was on SoundCloud, I think. I'm not sure, but we definitely play some music of hers on Yo DMV Raps the other day. Was that yesterday? Lord, the days are just running together. But I got to hear new music of hers, and it's dope again, of course, because that's what you do per usual. So we're going to have to play some of that as well in this video. What? So who else did I want to shout out for their tea? Shout out to DDTINC, because I am learning things every day, and I appreciate the fact that I can be in the building and learn some things. So y'all wait for this green screen to be popping for SipsTea the show as well. Shout out to everybody. I gotta brew my own tea because GemDTwin, I am at a new location as far as employment, and I have actually landed myself somewhere where I think I am going to enjoy being, just because it's going to be doing something that, y'all know I'm a do-gooder. I love the people, and I can also actually help the people and make my coin. You know what I'm saying? So I can actually buy out here in these streets as well. So, yeah, there is a lot going on.
Definitely.
Yeah. What about you?
No, I think that I definitely think you wrapped it on up. I mean, shout out to everybody that you said out there doing their thing. People we've had on the show had the privileges of gracing with their presence. So you saw them here first, so when they make it big, you can always reference SipsTea the show.
Yeah, do not forget about SipsTea the show. When you blow up,
we blow up.
Because guess what? I'm going to refer people right back to that damn episode. Got me fucked up. I will be referring people back to that episode.
Exactly. So I'm definitely looking forward to more to come. Definitely looking forward to the summertime. A lot of things, like you said, a lot of things are happening over here on this end. A lot of things, people out there, entrepreneurs, we're just bumping into people off the hump, with RealiTEA and things like that. And just, we out here doing our thing to expose the greatness that's out here in the DC, the DMV area. So looking forward to the greatness to come this summer. It's going to be an epic summer. Like I said, 2019 is year of the entrepreneur. So we're looking forward to seeing what's out there. I know there's been a lot of people doing a lot of pop-up shops and things like that. Shout out to those that's keeping that grind going.
One more. I have to do this one because one of my nieces is actually starting a clothing brand that she's been trying to start or interested in doing since she was in 9th grade. So when you say shout out to the entrepreneurs and the year of the entrepreneurs, how about the year of the young African-American entrepreneurs? Her line is called Black Excellence. I was actually at a photo shoot for her brand last Friday. So wait for some footage from that because I will definitely share that with you guys. But it's Black Excellence. It's, her own design for Black Excellence. And she's doing apparel. So the photo shoot had like hats and shirts and pants and stuff like that. So she's going to come out with the summer line as well. So shout out to Jakayla at Kayla's Empire for Black Excellence. Booyah. Yes.
Awesome.
Awesome. So are we ready to move?
Yeah. So once again, thank y'all so much for continuing to brew your tea out And for all those who are brewing their tea out there, continue to brew your tea. Let us know. This is a part of the show where we really want to, brew you. So if your guys are out there doing something amazing, please DM SipsTea the show or email us at SipsTeaTheShow@gmail.com so that we can get you in on the show and just take your talents and give them to the world. Because they're great to have a talent, but it's sad when you keep it to yourself. So, continue to broadcast yourself. Let us broadcast you. And let us come that you're at. We're always ready. We have camera, everything locked and loaded, and we're ready to go. So we are looking forward to 2019. Young entrepreneurs, old entrepreneurs, all entrepreneurs. We're looking forward to what's to come in 2019. So with that being said, we're going to move to the next part of the show where we talk about tea time. And tea time is the part of the show where we talk about what is going on in the world today. And there's always a lot going on. US of A is huge. So the world is even huger. So we'll never not have any tea to spill. It all depends on what area we're going to spill it from. And I think this area, there's a lot been going on in the media world. And at least for some things I've been killed of. And, I love my girl, Wendy Williams. I love me some Wendy Williams. How you doing? I love me some her. She's been in the battle with a drug addiction. We've all known that, about that for some years, and has recently come out on her own show saying that she is in a recovery program. So I'm only going to assume this is not confirmed, but this is only an assumption that recovery program recovering from drugs, alcohol, and something. So, she put that out there before the media could put it out there, but nonetheless, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? And coming from and she's not, going back into that life. And even when she got real emotional, Houston died because, they were life together. This and hope that she can, it seems like she's turning around. I hope that she stays in the straight and narrow. But then if you have other type of news, such as people have been spotting her husband, Kevin, out in the world, who knows where he's at, beach, taking pictures with different women, with another woman. So, that level of stress, I'm going to believe that the stress from the industry will cause you to do some shit.
All kinds of stuff.
So because they apply unnecessary stress. So it goes back to that quote, stress less, love more. Because all in the industry makes you want to do like you had to do, or what Wendy's going through, or what's his name? What's his name? I mean, it's a lot of different rappers out here on drugs. And that Lil Wayne, you got Bow Wow talking about what he does, lean and this and that. And, you got all these different players, these big names in the outside and celebrity world, and they're all on something because they're trying to keep up with something, or they're trying to cover something. Like, everybody thinks that, when you get into, don't get me wrong, honey, I'm ready for this face to shine on somebody's TV. Don't get it twisted, it's shining now, but you got to realize with yourself what that actually comes with. And if you see all these people, committing suicide, millionaires, billionaires, quadrillionaires, you see all these people having all these sexual misconducts against them. You see all these people on drugs. You see all these people on overdose. You see all these people dying from this and dying from that. It's like, you got to ask yourself, is it really fame worth it? Mm-hmm. Is the fame worth it? And in this sense, everything that Wendy's going through, and with her name being out there, husband looked like he might be, doing some indiscretions, even though she did get up there to talk about the fact that her and her husband are good, but
she's going to be good until they are not, I guess, until they get a divorce, until he's not her husband anymore. That's where they're going to be. Yeah. But, having fame and fortune and the things that, a lot of us think that we're aspiring to does not excuse you from the regular shit. It doesn't stop you from being stressed. If anything, sometimes you stress more. The problem is we don't see that. The problem is we look at social media, celebrities, quote unquote celebrities like Wendy and whoever. The problem is we don't see this shit. We don't see the fights at home. We don't see unhappy homes. We don't see until there's a scandal, because guess what? If you see on the beach or if I'm having a drug problem, guess how long I've been using drugs before there was a problem. Mm-hmm. So we don't get to see the We just see the backlash and the fallout when things get like real rickety.
You don't see it until it hits social media.
It hits social media, and when it's really, really bad.
Yeah, when people start posting angry memes and fuck this and do this.
But you are not.
That's when you see it.
Celebrities are not immune, and I think we need to actually be able to. They're still people. They're people first. Like, we need to actually maybe we need to stop putting so much on them, because some kind of way we, as you know, the watchers, the viewers, we either make them something else, like you're a god or you're just above this, that, and the other, and you're not. You know what I mean? It's no more than somebody down the street who has one more than, or whose house is bigger than yours, or whose car is, you know, better than yours, or whatever the case may be. That's just another level of that. And those people are no better than you. They have nothing. They don't have anything that you cannot achieve. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that they achieved. Yay. Already. Have your achievement. Yes, absolutely. And I guess, you know, we do idolize them and things like that. And we don't think that,
we add, and believe it or not, we as people, we add to the social pressures that they're already dealing with.
Right, exactly.
They already have to deal with keeping a certain persona, but we as people, we add that when we do the bullshit.
Yeah, but that's your own fault as well. I'm sorry. You got to take responsibility for yourself and for your actions. Technically, you know, whenever you pick up your drug of choice, that's what you did. You know what I'm saying? There are several people who, I mean, okay, so there's a slew of celebrities. Not all of them have chosen to deal with their stress level or whatever's going on in their life with drugs. Period. Just like right here on the street with us natural people. You know, GemDTwin, I don't really like to talk about celebrities, and except for the fact that I want to talk about how that affects us, because celebrities are just like us. I could choose to deal with my stress by going to the gym or spending time with my family or meditating. Eb Deceleb could choose to deal with her stress, whatever your vice is. You could choose to deal with your stress through drugs and alcohol and things like that. These are choices that we make. You know what I mean? And it's not because you had so much more stress than it. It's because that's what you chose to do with that particular stress. Now, you might be introduced to some things that maybe I wouldn't be introduced to, because sometimes that money keep you from doing some shit that you ain't got no business doing anyway.
No, sometimes that money gets you that more expensive type of drug.
No, that's what I mean. I'm sorry. Yes, I mean money, meaning lack thereof, means you're not getting the good shit. You're not whatever
like drug. You gonna be like Wendy. What she said? I don't do what she said. I don't do crack. Crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack. She said that's the cheap man's drug. And, you know, I do cut.
Okay.
Said it in her Leo self. But no, you know what I'm saying? It's even more dangerous, you know, when it's a choice, is we're all given the choice to make decisions of whether we want to do this or whether we don't want to do this. But also too, you do have those influences that where you sometimes you gotta be strong. You gotta be strong, absolutely. Because what's the word I'm looking for? Pressure. You know, you'll have that pressure especially when you're in that circle. It's like when you're in that circle, she's doing it. Why aren't you doing it? And everybody's circle doing the same thing, but then you don't want to be that oddball that's not doing it.
And again, you see, just like what you said, that's a choice. And you know what? And I'm sorry, y'all, you need to know that when it comes to drugs, somebody else's choice, like, to be plain and honest about it, somebody else's choice can't be your choice, because the way that drugs are designed, they affect everybody differently. Just like you could go and do some kind of drug and be hooked, and I could go do some kind of drug and it not really, you know, stick, because we're just different. You know what I'm saying? It's a slippery slope. So if you are in a group of friends and that's their drug of choice and that's what they do all the time, and then you think you're going to go do what they're doing, that's not necessarily how the story goes. You know, you go on and do what they're doing, and then you hook, and then you shit out of luck. And they still over there just casual. Same thing with alcohol. You know what I mean? Some people drink and they have a drink every day, and some people start drinking and then they become alcoholics. So it's a slippery slope, but everybody has to make a decision. But peer pressure, you know, and I think that at every stage of life, you got to be careful with the peer pressure. But that is, you know, you don't want to be the one that's not doing it. But then again, why?
I think, like I said, it goes back to the it all stems back from that pressure of I want to do what someone else is doing, or I want to have what someone else is having. I mean, it's so unfortunate the way as people we think we're so. I'm looking for a word. We all want what somebody else has, or it's even with just drugs. It's anything. Problem. We always want what somebody else has, or do what someone else is doing. We don't ever want to just be our own self. And that's what a lot of the issues are with, people getting on drugs, especially in the celebrity world. Or even when when it comes to fashion designs and all kinds of people want to do what everybody else is doing. Nobody just wants to be themselves. But shit, I guess they're saying if you're gonna do coke, I'm gonna do coke too. I don't know, but we just gotta look at that. We gotta look at that. It's so unfortunate to get back to the topic of what Wendy Williams is going through. I'm her seeing these pictures on social media of Kevin with another guy, probably going to send her in a relapse. I pray that it don't, but it might send her in a relapse. Who the hell knows? Because I didn't even know she was on drugs.
Since,
child, if this GemDTwin don't sit the hell down,
you know what?
Sit down. Sit. Sit down.
The sky is falling. You can continue to talk though. That's the weird part.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Stop saying it. All right, guys. But no. So yeah. So back to what we're saying. So then also too, what's going on? If everybody's gonna keep it up with Jess Hilarious, she was cocky than a motherfucker until the real deal set in. She got her first taste of celebrity backlash, is what I call it. She got her first taste of celebrity backlash because she was cocky than a motherfucker getting off that plane talking about the Muslim. But as soon as she started losing them shows, she had to get up there and start doing her whole sorry. I'm not a racist. She calmed down real quick after that shit. You cannot fuck with religion people. You cannot, especially after they just had all the Muslim people that passed away, died in that plane accident. It was like it just everything was bad timing for you, sis. It was just bad timing for you, like all the way around the board.
What are you talking about, Bobby?
Put a battery in the smoke detector.
Okay.
But yeah. So no, that was super funny. I mean, it was funny, but it was just like, hey, I hope that humbled her because I do think that Jess Hilarious. I'm proud for her come up once again. I'm always happy to see somebody shine, but always remain humble. I think she just. The church. Always remain humble. Just don't lose yourself in trying to get. Don't lose yourself trying to get somewhere. And then, but you will get that celebrity backlash.
And then also, don't forget, like, unfortunately, when you are a celebrity and when people are hanging on your every freaking word, that shit will come and bite you in the ass. You know what I'm saying? That shit will come and bite you in the ass. Like, I'm sure some shit that we done said on the show that, hopefully it's not something that was so bad that, in a couple years, somebody gonna come back and say, oh, you said this or you said that. Because when you say things publicly, you will be held accountable for the shit.
I said what I said and I meant what I said. And you gotta be ready. I will never switch up what I said and how I felt when I'm getting mainstream, because I'm already famous in my own right. But when I get on the mainstream, when I get on Fox, HBO and all of that and those movies, I'm still going to say what I said. I just said it years ago.
And when they start telling you that's going to be your bag, you're going to be like, okay, well, listen. Wait, Jana. Wait a minute. What I was just joking. What I said. And you know what? It's funny because, unfortunately, with the comedian, that's one of them things. Like, they always freaking
you don't know what it's
busting jokes. And then somebody's going to say, okay, now that went too far. Everybody loves the shit that you say out your mouth up until
you offend
the wrong person, the wrong group of people.
Hashtag Monique.
Should she? Exactly. Monique, they want to tell you that you crossed the line when you try to tell Oprah and Tyler to suck your dick. Oh no, you don't. Exactly. Like tell everybody in the world to suck your dick except Oprah and Tyler. Don't you come for Oprah? And that's when people start.
Or Daniel Lee.
Or
Daniels.
Daniel Lee. But yeah, it's just and that's the slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? So hope she don't end up on drugs and that because
she got Country Wayne and all his many kids, so she should be all right.
Do you think that she decided that for herself? Do you think it was battered into her apology?
Of course she was battered into her apology. She
so really what do you think about the tears and stuff?
They're fake. She's an actor. She was on the Real or whatever show, the Real or whatever the hell the show.
Real.
Come on now. The tear. Honestly, and I love Jesse or whatever, Jesse Smollett. But after he did his whole show,
I don't
believe shit nobody say because he had me posting upon posting upon posting and this and that and really sorry for him. And he was out here doing it. And it was
I still feel sorry for him. I'm not sure.
I feel sorry for the fact that he had to go through that to do that just to make a point.
Until he admits it, I'm still on his side.
Okay, good. So you stay right there on his side.
I just can't believe somebody would do that. Are you fucking kidding me? But guess what? At the end of the day, they writing your ass off for Empire.
Exactly.
They doing this, that, and the other.
That's what I said. What people do for fame. I mean, that's what people he had to do that for fame. Like I'm telling you,
but what's really sad is that you already have fame.
But he didn't
think
he
greedy either.
Thing that he obviously didn't think he did because here's the thing: his family is a lot of his sisters and brothers are also famous, but he felt
I love one of his sisters.
Yeah, he felt like he was one of the best ones, but I guess he felt like he was one of the worst ones. But I'm telling you, this industry will do two things to you. If you're not strong, it will tear you down, and if you're not secure, it will make you insecure.
Yeah.
Speaking of insecure, speaking of Gabrielle Union, everybody's been talking about the fact that, I mean, it's always been a thing, but people have really been stalking. I have my little private teas I be getting from little different websites or whatever, and it was talking about the celebrities that, I actually really mean. A lot of people said Gabrielle Union.
I hope she's
actually really like a mean-spirited person and she's very insecure. And they were saying that they were at an event in Miami with her husband. Everybody was out having a good time. And her husband looked at another person kind of too long or the wrong way. And she made them leave in front of everybody. Fuck that you Gabrielle Union. Right. You just had this surrogate baby. That don't even matter because you're looking at next door. You're looking at this girl next door and for way too long and it's time to go. Like, I think that shit, like,
I wonder how she said it though. It's time to go. You need to go.
She said it like she had a little snarl on her face, like how she be like this or whatever, like from Deliver Us from Evil. I think the character that she is on Deliver Us from Evil, the reason she played that character to a T is because that's who the fuck she is in real life.
Maybe. I mean, I think that's unfortunate because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't she on Red Table Talk with Jada?
Yeah, she had much hatred for her.
She was talking about the fact that that's who she was, WAS, as in the past.
Yeah.
She was open about that way before. So was this recently that this person
was very recently, and unfortunately, in situations like that, when nothing caused you to be like that, what would make you change that?
Because I don't know, what she was saying on Red Table Talk was that basically she looked around and she's like, look, I'm unhappy. I don't like myself. I don't like this, that, and the other. Like she was going through a situation and she was spiraling and she had lost friends and she had lost herself. So and people have an awakening all the time. I could definitely follow that story. So Gabby, I hope that she is not out there still being the fuck terrible.
This was some recent
especially
shit.
After, but you know what? The way things happen with fields and stuff like that, and these little cheating situations, exactly. I think a lot of times we let these men, women, or whoever
make you feel insecure.
Make you insecure.
I know Khloe Kardashian is insecure.
So you
I know she is.
But you're looking at whoever your significant other is. Now if I come along and I'm not a cheater and I plan to love you and honor you and all this stuff, but I'm not even looking, you know what I'm saying? Like now you're engaged up. Now you're treating me like a crazy person. Mm-hmm. So now You control my eyeballs. I can't look where I want to look. It's a time limit on when I get to do this and when I get to do that. So it sucks. If you are the newbie that didn't ever plan on doing anything, your baggage, they say that baggage, not the bag, but that baggage, that bag lady baggage, sometimes that fucks all the way up. But
I tell men and women the same thing. Don't let your past define your future.
Absolutely.
Because you'll end up, and I tell this to everybody, all my friends in relationships, never let your past define your future, because if you do, you'll let it destroy your future. Mm-hmm. Never let it define your future. And a lot of women do that. When they've been hurt and they've been through some shit and they been cheated on and whatever, they hold on to that shit. And then they bring that shit into the next relationship. That relationship will not last long because nobody will want to deal with shit. But you will never heal from that shit.
Right.
So that's the same thing for
guys. The healing is your responsibility.
You got to heal from that. Yeah, but you got to take the time to heal from shit.
Absolutely. You got to take the damn time. You shouldn't even
get in no fucking relationship if you still feeling some shit. You got to let that shit go before you hop into other shit. And so that goes for celebrities. It goes for fucking regular. It goes for everybody. Man, woman, whomever.
But see, I'm wondering, okay, so it's her... there are a lot of celebrities who have that, but what really broke me down the other day, and I'm trying to remember who told me, but the person seemed fairly credible. Now, y'all know, if you know me, I love me some Taraji. That is boo number uno. I love Taraji. I follow her career. I just love her, maybe because she's from this area and this, that, and the other. And I remember just watching her rise through the ranks, you know what I'm saying, as far as her acting career. And I think that that's phenomenal. You know what I mean? You start out one place, they only giving you these one roles and this, that, and the other. But somebody told me that she wasn't so very nice. And I could not believe that, because I'm like,
Yeah, I've heard that about her. I think, but see, a lot of these women too, because, and it's actually not just with some. This with a lot of women, especially African American race descent women, they feel like they have something to prove.
Yeah,
they feel like they have to, even at job, even at my let me stop referencing my job, but even at my job, sometimes they think I'm a bitch, and it's not even that. It's just that there's 3 things that I got against me that a lot of when you're going up against other people that they don't have. 1, I'm black. 2, I'm a woman, and 3, I'm a lesbian. So being that. And for Taraji or Gabby, maybe they feel, for Gabby, I've just heard she was more so insecure and then insecure make her mean and really, she don't trust nobody.
Well, that's what she said about herself.
And she said that about
speaking
herself.
As her past self, though.
Well, but Taraji,
we'll just say allegedly for all of it.
Just, she can just be mean spirited. But I think, like I said, when you have so much pressure against you, we don't know how some people receive that. We feel like we got to just be this person when really our actuality just remain true to yourself. Don't let a situation or people or industry or the things around you change who you are.
And then also, this disclaimer as well, as I remember when the person was telling me about the whole Taraji situation. As a matter of fact, and I'm not even going to put this out there, but what the person was telling me was that they ran into Jess Hilarious over the weekend in Baltimore, that she was totally down to earth, super fucking cool, et cetera, and that someone else said, so the person used the information from hobnobbing. So we'll just leave that there. But what I was also going to say is that sometimes, what about those times when you catch me off guard? Like on the wrong day, I'm sure somebody got snapped at.
Like today.
Leave
me the fuck alone.
When you're in pain, when you were experiencing a rough fucking day, when your kids blew the hell out of you.
You didn't get the part you wanted or whatever. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. When you had your own particular changes that you're going through or whatever, and somebody talks to you at the wrong freaking moment. I think that we're all prone, first of all, to doing some things like that. And then it's not uncommon. So I hope that we also give each other a little bit of leeway. You know what I'm saying? To anybody I've offended on my bad day, sorry. I mean, I'm sure if anything, because I try not to do that. I promise you I do. I try to be self-aware, but
I don't call it offense. I don't call it, for me, I don't say I'm being offensive. I'm just being a little bit more direct than other days.
But you wouldn't call it offensive. You say I'm being a little more direct, but the person, the receiver of shit, you know what I'm saying? That one waiter who you got on your nerves or whatever, and you said something a little bit, not necessarily out of the way, you were just very direct in what you were saying to him. Like, look, I told you I wanted this, and you brought me that. I told you this, and you brought me that. Now, did you allow any leeway for this man? No, you didn't. You don't know what he's going through, whatever. But that person will walk away saying, you know what, Eb Deceleb is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But whole time, you know, that's not what, that wasn't your intent. Don't say Eb Deceleb is a bitch. Don't have these people. James. Okay, so we gotta say, we got some people on here on YouTube, and we gotta say a shout out. We love James Lewis. Hey, James. As always, we are so glad to have you here. We hope you do watch and all of that stuff, but y'all know he's like one of our favorites, and you can go back and watch the previous episodes. He rocks with us, and so he's like
loyal.
He's like honorary Tea Party out here, Tea Party president, because James Lewis has definitely been very inspiring to us. So hey, James, we stopped the whole broadcast because we got to say what's up to you. And Bobby, yo, I just noticed a chirp because you said that. So now I'm noticing that there is a chirp going on, and we're gonna have to figure that out. But
what chirp?
There's a chirp. She said there was a. Did you just? There was a chirp.
Yeah, there's a chirp from your
But I didn't hear it at all.
Yeah, I've been heard.
Like I maybe just because it's like
that's from the fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Thank you, James. That's what we're hoping. He says, "Keep up the good work; it will pay off," and that's what we're hoping. You know what I'm saying? We want it to pay off. But we want to be off for our people, you know what I'm saying, as well. Like everybody who we bring to SipsTea the show, we're hoping that, you know, this is a community of people. This is a tribe that we grow and grow and grow. That's why we want to see you guys in the street and meet you where you are. That's why we want to celebrate our entrepreneurs, our musicians, our artists, our students, our everything, because we are everything. You know, we are everything as a community. And we just got, you know what, we really just have to keep this energy going and put each other on. So with that being said, you guys, SipsTea@gmail.com if you would like to be a guest on our show, if you would like to let somebody else know or let us know about somebody else who we should be checking out to be a guest on the show, or even if you want to tell us somebody in your community who is brewing their own tea. Hey, Sister Locker TV, you guys should also know that Eb Deceleb and GemDTwin are going to do Sister Locker TV, a panel on Sister Locker TV on the 24th of March. So we're going to actually be in the, doing a live broadcast with Sister Locker TV. And keep you going. I'm not sure what exactly all of that convo is going to be about, but it's going to be dope because that's how we do. But yes, SipsTea the show. We can't wait either. SipsTea@gmail.com. You can hit us up on all social media platforms. Please do.
The 24th is on Sunday.
Absolutely.
I just thought about that.
Okay.
My surgery.
Is that? Oh no. Are you having surgery this Sunday?
This Friday.
Oh, okay. You'll be fine on Sunday. Y'all, Deceleb thinks that she is going to literally, like, her life is going to end with her dental surgery. You will be fine.
4 teeth removed.
You're getting your wisdom teeth removed. Literally, you'll be fine. Like, Lord, all anybody needed to tell a Leo is that something is going to happen and contribute to what already is in her brain about her going this, that, and the other.
Let me tell y'all, I've been Googling some shit. Let me tell y'all something.
You're probably having the worst situation now. You probably, after you go have your surgery and stuff like that, you're going to be so happy. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, like, it's not even, it's not that
serious. Thank you, James. See, James said, just smile, no need, thank you. I'ma just bob and weave, nod and knee. Bob and weave, nod and knee.
Lord, she's gonna tell you guys, and she's trying to make sure that she's not going to die from this surgery.
But you guys, so what we've actually been talking about in tea time, real quick, just to wrap you guys into the conversation, so we can move to the Shits Award and give the other, because we do have a very interesting relationship topic question. But for the tea time, we're talking about, do you feel like being a celebrity, because we're talking about how right now Wendy Williams, she announced it on her show before the media hit it, the fact that she, is in a rehabilitation home, rehabilitating from what? I don't know. People usually go to rehab because they're on drugs, and we all know she was a past drug user. But do you feel like the social pressures of society cause people to get into doing different activities such as drug abuse, alcohol, or then we started also talking about how a lot of the women in our high, like Gabrielle Union, and we've recently heard from GemDTwin, Taraji P. Henson, how they have nasty attitudes. Do we feel like
don't say Jim said that? I said that's what I heard, and I
she heard it from the third
correct
source. Because
I love me some Taraji. Let's quote that, because I love you, Taraji. I don't care if you are a bitch. We'll work on it.
But yeah, so we're just trying to figure out, do you guys think that being in the limelight changes you as a person? I personally think it's so unfortunate, and definitely catch back up on the past show. When you guys watch the show, go 5 minutes back and you'll actually see it. Hell yeah, y'all crazy. Yes,
we're not crazy.
But yeah, go back and watch that, because I definitely think that, it's so unfortunate, but I think that society adds to the pressures for celebrity, and we look at celebrities as though they're gods and forget that they're just people.
Right.
There's regular human beings like you and me. They cry, they bleed, and they die all like we do. They might die with a little more coin than we do, but they die just like we do.
That's why I can't say society, even though I know that they get to be attacked on a national platform.
It is society.
Somebody could not like you and say, "Oh, Eb Deceleb, this," but it's really up to you how you gonna react. Yeah. I know it's difficult.
I don't have to protect that, but if you're like Cardi B and too many people start saying it, now you're affecting the coin.
Right?
So I don't have to. So it's so we gotta just stop. We gotta stop getting into the bullshit.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Because please don't let somebody who is really not doing anything to your bag affect your
relevancy.
At the end of the day, that would be my message to celebrities. Like, hey guys, you out there, you're doing your thing, you're brewing your tea, you getting those movie deals, getting those music deals, you're doing whatever you need to do.
But you can't be out here offending people.
You can't be out here offending people. You can't be out here offended. You can't be offended by public commentary, because people always have shit to say. Yeah. Like, they always have shit to say. As a matter of fact, they have shit to say because they're freaking miserable.
I would love to know that the world is talking about me. Seriously. That means
I worry about you on because yeah.
Let somebody.
But with that relevancy, how do you think you would take it if you are quote unquote relevant? Now you are a celebrity, and there are people out there trying to take you down. Poor Wendy Williams. Let me tell y'all something, because I started feeling bad for her when everybody was like, Wendell Williams. Like, how would you feel if you became a celebrity? Okay, she's already been in the business for a long time. As soon as she hits TV, people are calling you a whole dude. That is hurtful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I've done it my damn self because it was fucking funny. It was freaking. It's been funny. Let me tell you. It's a long-standing joke. Maybe I shouldn't have laughed, but at the same time, we have to be serious about this right now. You know what I'm saying? It's an ongoing joke.
What was your question that you? How does Wendy? You feel bad for Wendy Williams and this and that because of people.
I felt bad about that particular situation when she first started coming out and she was, how you doing, and the show was taking off, and this and people couldn't attack her for her shit, because guess what? You like the show. It was a quality show. Mm-hmm. People still motherfucking tuning in. Mm-hmm. She's got her bag, and then like that, she got her bag.
That's what I was about to say.
She's got her bag, and you can publicly say I got bag, so I'm not worried about shit. But deep down, you at home like I'm honey to the same man that's going out and cheating on you.
Before you go even further, because what I did is went ahead and pulled the Wendy Williams network.
Okay. So yes, you need to boom.
I'm gonna bring facts into this, because at the end of the day, Wendy Williams don't give a fuck about what nobody says.
You think? Stop right there. Do you think her $60 million stops her from being emotional as a woman? Do you think $60 million, $60 million in one, 70 million, do you think that stops her from feeling? I'm sorry, like there's a twinge. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's a twinge, and that's why people have to.
Give me $60 million so you can call me a man. I don't give a fuck.
Did that stop her from being cheated on?
I don't give a fuck. Do what you do.
That's what people. That's what I'm saying. This is when we start to think that money is the thing that makes you.
No, it's not money,
oblivious to other things, and it doesn't. It doesn't stop you from being a woman. It doesn't stop you from not wanting to be called a man. Damn it, it doesn't.
I don't think like because of the fact that Wendy Williams has been in this game for way too long. I don't think that those things personally that attack her affect her. Those things in specific. Oh, she's a man. Oh, she's this. Because if you guys have, and I've been Wendy Williams before she became on the show.
She probably like fuck them for saying that.
I've been following Wendy Williams since Wendy Williams was doing radio with Charlamagne the God. I've been following Wendy Williams for a very long time, and she has joked on herself about that. So she don't really give a fuck about somebody calling her a man or somebody saying tall or somebody saying she's this because one, she's not a man.
I bet you I'm not saying
herself about that. She don't care. She's joking.
How many times, and comedians will tell you this, the one thing you do is turn your sadness into laughter. The thing that bothers you, you might as well laugh about it. Because guess what? At the end of the day, she's not going to look like anybody else tomorrow just because she wants to.
I think she could now that maybe the marital part might be affecting her. It's probably not it is affecting her because she loves her husband. But as far as the people like joking on her and this and that, it's a part of the game.
It is a game, but I'm just saying that it doesn't make you feel any. I promise you.
I don't think that affects her.
I promise you it does. As a person, it doesn't feel good.
It's certain things.
It just doesn't feel good.
It's certain things that people have said to me in my life that, and I'm not famous. I'm just normal.
So if somebody told you that you needed to lose weight, or they looked at you like you needed to do this, that, and the other, and then they ended up cheating on you or something like that, it never brought you back to the something like, oh, well, this person said this or this person that.
And I'm just speaking from the thoughts of Eb Deceleb. When a person when I was cheated, and I don't know if that's my weight or if it just was whatever. It was more so for that person's own selfish reason.
Absolutely.
But for me, the physical attributes of myself, because I'm so secure in who I am, when you've gone through so much in your life, certain things don't bother you. So somebody can go on here and say, you fat as shit. Thank you. I know that. And I'm trying to drop 10. And what? Like that type of shit don't upset me. Like you could say anything you want to say. Certain things that don't upset
you, but I'm just saying there's a different thing.
I tell you, only thing that will bother me, that will get me my blood boiling or in a rumble, and I said it last couple weeks ago. Fuck with my sister, fuck with my niece, fuck with my dog.
You're better not.
Fuck with my family and my girl, like stuff like that. That shit will make me cringe. Now with me, I can take a lot because I have lived so much. So certain
I think that she could take a lot too because she got $60 million. But I really feel like at the end of the day, just knowing people in general, not celebrities, not people with a lot of money, not people with a little money, but people in general. It does not, certain things, it's not, when somebody's talking about you, it's not designed to feel good. So somewhere along the line, it does not feel good.
It's not designed. When people talk about you, it's never designed for it to make you feel good. For me, when people, like I said, people talk about me my whole life, and this is just honest. I've recently, probably like in the last few years is where I really became secure with myself, and I went through the proper counseling and things like that. Spoke with someone to really figure me out. But my whole life, I've always been called Ebony the Ugly Duckling or this or that, all these different things. And when a person has told you that so much in your life, those things start to not affect you, because then at that time is when you let me focus on healing. Mm-hmm. Let me not allow those damaging things to take me down, right? Because those are just that, things to take me down. So let me use that as words of encouragement, because obviously they're calling me ugly. That means they at least looking at me.
Right.
Absolutely. So you switch that shit. And so that's what I mean.
If you can, that's a very good thing to be able to do. And usually that's what the kids to do.
Wendy Williams, she's in her 50s. So if you've gone through so much of your life of bashing, this is not the initial where people are talking about Wendy Williams as a man now. You think she look like a man now? Look at her before she lost all that weight. And I've been following Wendy Williams since she was since Charlamagne was on her show, and before he was even Charlamagne the God.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been following her. And so if y'all were to follow the old Wendy Williams versus the new remade Wendy Williams, that's really when she looked manly, if you will.
Probably because the money wasn't the same.
Of course. So now she's looking.
But how about this for women from a woman's perspective? How about when you have so we got millions of comments, literally millions of comments, because there are millions of viewers now. Not just 5-10 people that you know, not the 20 people, not even 1,000 people on Instagram, but millions of people are saying derogatory things about you or hurtful things about you. It's their joke. It's an ongoing joke. Mm-hmm. And then your husband goes and cheats on you. And then your husband maybe is seen cheating on you with somebody that doesn't look anything like you. As women, what do you think?
For that, that's that perception persona. That's that perception piece. Like, your husband didn't cheat on you because everybody was talking shit about you.
No, absolutely not. But I'm saying, what do you think? You don't think that affects psyche at all? Like, you're not affected. You're like, oh, well, he just do what he do. I think sometimes, no matter what we do, and that's also important. Like, if you hear me talk, a lot of times I say you have got to change the narrative yourself in your brain. And that's kind of what you were talking about as well. Changing your own personal narrative and your own personal perception. You know, those are things that you have to do. We have to do in life in general. But to, say that it doesn't affect you, because I know, like, the first thing that affects you is like, okay, so all of these people say this, I was able to say fuck that. Mm-hmm. But now you out here on the beach, you being seen with blah, blah, with somebody who doesn't look like me. Nobody's going to ever accuse that person of being a man. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. And I think we were actually, you guys wait for SipsTea After Dark, because Eb Deceleb and I are actually building a platform for podcasting and everything. We talk about some other things you're not going to hear about on the show in general. But as we were podcasting, we were talking about some similar things, but what gets into your psyche? You know what I'm saying? What creeps in? What negative things creep in about physical characteristics? And then, not saying that this was the reason why, but your man goes and cheats on you. That also contributes. That's why you will never. But that is why I've never been a cheater, because I know that it's with.
Where there are a million of people. I mean, it does fuck with you. Cheating period fucks with you.
But it fucks with you because then you start, it's not even, you don't just stop at this nigga, this female, this whoever is a cheater and they're cheating dog, da da da. Literally, you go to start to think about what was wrong with you that this person did that.
I think that we definitely got to keep the show moving. But I definitely think that we guys want to keep this collaboration going. But I definitely think that for Wendy Williams, it was more so. Now there's a whole different element to what is going on. Like, was it that she was a man who's been married to her for over 20 plus years?
No, of course not.
So it was more so for, I think we have to look at, and we will never know why a person does what they do.
It's really not even about Wendy.
Yeah, it's not about Wendy.
In general.
It's about, yes, what I said, because where there are a million people bashing her, this and that, there are another million people who love her. So Absolutely. There's a balance there for her. But with that being said, you guys join in on the collaboration. We're going to give the shits award to Wendy's man, Kevin, for being out here trying bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And trying all this crazy shit as though Wendy ain't because believe it or not, Wendy might got her shit with her, but she made it. You understand what I'm saying? And if we took the time to really focus on, she does what she does. She might gotta, just like Charlamagne, say fuck this person and say fuck that person just to get the shows and get the ratings or whatever. And say what people are thinking but are afraid to say. She's gonna be that platform. Let her live in her lane. But at the end of the day, that's a dynamic growth.
Let me tell you something.
Dynamic growth is what she came from doing radio.
Absolutely.
So now she's on a platform. She's mixing.
Yeah, she never expected it to be.
She said that.
She said that she never expected the show. But let me tell you what I think is some bullshit. And then we'll move on. And I'm just going to say what I say. Prior to her just now coming out, and like you said earlier, she wanted to say this before it came out in the media.
Mm-hmm. She said on her show today. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. You said it on your show today. But for you to be the kind of person, or you to have the platform where you consistently report on other people, you give commentary on other people, and that, this is a slippery slope. Again, back to real life. Slippery slope where you comment on other people and you have opinions about other people that you have to share with everybody else. And she was sugarcoating her own shit. She's not talking about her own shit. She said at that time when she first came back to the show after your long fucking hiatus, she was talking about, and no shade, love you lots, but she was talking about the fact that she needed to spend time with her family and how her son missed her and this, and this. All of these things were going on. She didn't mention that you had this battle and you da-da-da-da. When you mention it is when you're trying not to be outed. And I personally just think that's a little fucked up, because if you're going to be real about other people's shit, be real about your own. That's all.
I can dig that.
The end.
He definitely gets the Shits Award. And then guys, for our relationship question today, and it's just we actually just want to pose this question out there. We're going to table it for next week's conversation. Is would you be, so say for instance you're in a relationship, man or female, would you be okay if you were the female, you were out having a good time, and a guy of either someone who might have been attracted to you or something like that offers to buy you a drink, and you're in a relationship? Would you accept that? If so, why? If not, why? And then for a guy on the flip side, ladies, how would you feel if your man is out and he's just networking, meeting different people, and he's out here offering to buy a female a drink? And it's not often I think you're cute, but I just want to buy you a drink while we're talking. Let me get that for you. Ladies, would you be mad if you found out that your man or woman was doing that type of thing? So we'll definitely table that conversation for next week's conversation, because I definitely think it's a good collab to get into. We'll go ahead and get into our detox tea and end the show.
For Detox Tea, that's the segment of the show where we talk about health and wellness and mind, body, and spirit. So for this time, I think, the most important thing is just to take a moment and reiterate to everyone to pay attention. This morning, and this week actually has a time of meditation for me. So I encourage people to look up ways to meditate. And it's only because the best thing about meditation, I don't care where you get your sources from or, what you choose to do to meditate and things like, it's just, that is a moment for you, because a lot of people have views about meditation. Like some people believe that it's, devilish and things like that. So meditation has all kinds of people have different feelings behind it. But I will say is that meditation allows you a moment for yourself, just to sit and be quiet, because right now we are inundated on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, with a lot of imagery, a lot of thoughts, social media in general. Everything is telling us and programming us how to think and what to think about it. Literally, we're getting signals telling us what to think, how to think, and what to think about all of the things that we see. So I think that a lot of times, in order to focus on your own self and your own health and mental well-being, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to meditate. And if you don't like the word meditation, I will change it to sit the fuck still by yourself and quiet. What are you thinking? Do you have thoughts at that moment? Can you quiet the thoughts in your own head? What goes on at that time? So I encourage everybody to detox this week. Take at least 5 minutes, because I promise you, when you start to meditate or you start to try to have quiet time to yourself without the added the added noise of everyday life, you start to think things that you just hear yourself thinking consistently. It's very hard to turn it off, but I encourage everybody to turn it off, to take some time for you. Me personally, I like to talk to her. I talk to her every day, damn near every morning, and we actually talk to each other this morning. And we're like, you know what? we need some quiet time. You know what I mean? We were talking about the benefits of actually having to travel to go to work, because you can actually take that time and just, even though you're driving, you could actually take that time and just disconnect from everything else for a hot second. Sometimes you really, really need that. We have got to take some time to be with ourselves. You know, you talk a lot about self-love and things like that. I think one of the ways to get to loving ourselves and knowing ourselves is to spend time with ourselves for a second without everybody else's input. So that's Detox Tea for today.
And there's actually a really great app that you can use. I meditate in the morning when I'm on the toilet taking a piss and a shit.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, everybody does that every morning.
Great.
That's the way to detox your body. In my mind, you detox your body, you detox your bowels at the same time. And actually, I do that in the morning. And it's called My Headspace. It's an app. And then in the morning, I just turn it on. And I actually do meditate for about 20 minutes though, but I put it in my little Bluetooth thing that's in the bathroom, and I do bathroom and I do shower, and in that time I get my 20 minutes of meditation.
Are you listening to music too?
With my Headspace, it is music and it's talking. So it's just a way to honestly relax yourself, and even when like you're in the shower and stuff, you're already feeling like this is waking you up. Meditate at the same time, like it really, because you're not thinking about anything.
Yeah. Also, because people, and you guys, I don't know how you feel about meditation and things like that. Like I said, I have my mom does yoga, and people have negative things to say about yoga and meditation as far as from a spiritual aspect. I don't know. I don't get it, because when I meditate, I am one with my higher self, and connecting with connecting with God. Like, that's for me. I understand that everybody doesn't believe in God and things like that, but you can connect with whatever your higher power is.
But the word meditation is just a word. It's the action behind it. People get hung up off the word meditation.
Absolutely.
Meditation. You could consider praying meditation.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, the meditation is the word. Don't get hung up off what the word is, but what you're actually doing. And you could be, and that could be your space where you're like me. I use my Headspace. I pray. I do all these different things early in the morning. That's how I start my day off right. And I can say meditation. I can be saying spending time with God. I can say spending
prayer.
time with myself. I
can say zoning out if you want to say zoning out.
Call it whatever you want. But the point of the matter is
take some time
for yourself.
Absolutely.
But with that said,
all of this outside noise and things like that, and take some time for yourself, and that will definitely
make sure you have a better day.
And that's the first because it helps you to heal yourself, and then healing yourself means that you can heal somebody else. So mind, body, and spirit, that's Detox Tea. You guys take some time for yourself. Love upon yourself a little bit,
Give yourself a hug in the morning.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Poet. She is actually 95.5, and every day, if I'm not mistaken, it's around 2:00. It's a local radio station. She does a moment where she literally encourages people to take like a minute or two to hug themselves, to quiet down, to think about themselves as opposed to think about the things that you're doing for other people, et cetera, to love up on yourself. So that we're going to leave that right there. Love up on yourselves.
We love you guys. Thank you
for watching. We thank you for watching. Tune in next Wednesday. We'll see you same time, same place. Please hit us up if you have some other information. We will continue to talk about the affinity subject that Eb Deceleb talked about. So yes, you guys let us know what you think about them buying them drinks. Can you buy a drink? Can your woman buy a drink for another man?
That's a double standard. That's why I just want to really hit. But definitely, so we'll start off, come up with that topic before we go into any other topics or something. Maybe we'll rework the show, but.
Thank you so much for watching. gmail.com.
Like, subscribe, and share. Always go back and watch past episodes. And once again, if you ever want to get on the show, please let us know. We are here for you. Keep up the. Thank you so much.
Thank you
guys for watching. Make sure all those on Facebook and YouTube, Facebook, Mocha Christina, GemDTwin, and Instagram. Make sure that you are subscribing to SipsTea, the show page. Subscribe, like, and share, and then also we can join into the collaboration. Thank you, and have a good night.
Nice.
Bye-bye.